Hello survivors, Wanderer here, welcome back to Frost. Just continuing where we left off last episode, looking around on the lower levels outside of the Mass Bay Medical Hospital here, and going to be going into the combat zone, which is overhauled in Frost to be an outpost for the Alliance. It's like their main base actually for the Alliance, so there should be a lot of good stuff in there. We are low on 7.62 ammo for our rifle here, but we should find lots of that from the Alliance in there. They tend to have those, the Federation, Alliance and Federation tend to have lots of handmade rifles, and they tend to have anywhere from 50 to 200 rounds on them each, so it shouldn't be an issue. So we're just looking around out here a bit until we've gotten everything out here, then we'll be heading inside. I'll probably have to make several trips down here afterwards to get everything because, assuming we get anything good in there at all, we're going to have to haul it all back, and, well, we don't have room as it is, so. So I could go inside of Medical Center. I could go inside of here and clear it out, but before I get too ahead of myself, I kind of want to backtrack and make sure I've gotten the loot from the guys I killed earlier. Ooh, lots of ammo in there. Yeah, I kind of want to go back and backtrack up through here. Make sure we've gotten all the stuff that we want. Yeah, I got those turrets already. See, coming up here and trying to kill those turrets from down here is very difficult because they're in a fortified position, they're above you, they have line of sight on you, but you don't have regular line of sight on them. It's a rough time. It's not very fun. But if you come from the skyscraper over here instead, it's not bad at all. Could even get up into there, and then Hester's Consumer Robotics is right over there too. We're actually pretty close down south now. We've made our way pretty far down here. Yep. Actually, did I mark this before? I think I marked this before for saying this is where I think this hospital, Mass Bay Medical, is. And apparently I was like right on. Go me, I guess, for playing way too many hours of Fallout and having the map memorized, I guess. Alright, so I think that in the latest patch, if I remember correctly from the last time I played in 0.55, Nalgrim had added the what's it called? The combat zone as an Alliance area. There are a whole bunch of Alliance people over here. Now, we did kill one Alliance guy down here earlier, and I do want to get his stuff. I want to make sure that we're getting everything, though. There was a guy right over here. Yeah, I want to get this flamer for sure. That's a definite, you know, we want that, absolutely. Any ammo he has as well. Oh, was that? We already got that. Okay, we already got that. We were already down here. Right, we're already down here. That 54 flamer ammo that we got, yeah, it was from the guy we killed earlier. Gotcha. There are some ghouls over here, but we may find a ghoul mask too. Yeah, never know. There's quite a few of these meat bags inside. Plus, you know, strange meat, always good. So sure, we'll take a look inside of here. Maybe we'll get lucky. Never know when you might find a ghoul mask. This is a super mutant area, so there should be lots of these things, which means possibility for ghoul mask. Cross your fingers, guys. Cross your fingers. Pierwood Residences. Yeah, remember this? I mean, vaguely, not a lot. Yeah, so we have to go up to actually get into there. Got here moldy food. Yeah, I don't think we want that. We're never going to be smart enough to actually use moldy food at all. To get stuff in here is kind of a pain. You have to kind of drop down, which is dangerous if you're not in power armor, but I am in power armor, so it's not a big deal. Shouldn't be too scary at all.
Going up. Then floor.
There's actually no enemies in here, which is pretty cool. You get a couple chances for ghoul masks and only one ghoul to deal with. It's not bad. Not bad at all. I think I have to go along the edge over here to get close enough to get this thing. Or do I just have to jump? It's really hanging out over the edge here. Really making me work for it, aren't you, game? Okay, nothing actually there. That's fine. So we're gonna drop down just one level here. And what about this one? Strange meat. Nothing else on this level. Oh, there's a duffel bag over here. Maybe some loot. Bunch of money. Works for me. And we already got this one. Drop down one more, and we get a purified water. Cool. Blood pack. Also decent. Another chance here. Nope, just some money. Don't fall. That's it. No luck this time, guys. No luck this time. Okay, well. Worth a shot. Still got some good stuff. Okay, that was a... God, the load times. I know I keep bitching about that, but damn. I know there's a mod. Someone's going to recommend it pretty soon, I'm pretty sure. There's a mod that allows you to speed up your load times. The problem is, it does really funky things with the game otherwise, especially if you're recording. It does some funky things with the game, so that's why I don't use that. It unlocks your FPS, but it also makes your FPS drop in certain cases, and it really does not mesh well with recording. So that's why I don't use that. Just in case you're wondering. So we could go over here and go inside of the Alliance territory area. This is the Alliance area. There will be probably a lot of good loot over here. Flamers and stuff like that. It's definitely worth doing. Outpost 19 is what it's called, yeah. So it's just added. I love that Nagram added this, by the way. He gave the Alliance kind of little outpost base out here. It's definitely worth doing. The question is just, you know, do I want to risk it right now? I want to check up here as well, of course, just to make sure we're not missing anything. This is the square or whatever, right? We can actually get back inside and make our way like north through the tunnels because, well, we'd have to go down through the survivors up there though, and I don't know if I actually want to do that because if we go into Vault 114 area, I mean, I don't know about this. I don't know about this, boys. This could be pretty rough going in here. We may have to use a lot of chems for this, and we're almost certainly going to have to use a stim pack, I think. But we have several, so it's probably okay. Let's go ahead and use a stim pack. I'll You know, the thing is, we don't have a bunch of water, though. We'll just go in like this, and I don't know if we'll go all the way or not. We'll see what happens, I guess. Hopefully it's okay. If worst comes to worst, we can use some Psychojet. If I go in here and there's like a ton of people here, we're just going to pop Psychojet and do it that way.
They shouldn't take guys win again.
Okay, we can do this. We can do this. It's fine. We'll be alright, I think. We'll snipe from up here, and if they get too close, we can move in with the 10mm. I only have so much ammo left for the 7.62, but there's a very high chance that we'll find a lot more of it in here. What does this thing say on it? Ah, we have a whole bunch of lore here as well. Alright, well what I'll do is I'll read this to you, like I'll read it, but I'll overlay the audio of me reading it whenever we go into loot stuff in there. So after we loot things, we're ready to loot stuff in there, I'll be doing that. That way you guys have something to listen to. Okay, citizens we don't care about. Volunteers we do. Volunteer, volunteer. That's all we see at the moment. This guy has a gun. Crap, I just... Is it 4? Where's my Psychojet at?
God damn it, I need covering fire.
Gas low enough to use a stim pack. I think that's all of them. That's all the actual alliance here. We just got citizens left, which aren't going to attack us. Over encumbered, of course. Still over encumbered? We are. I have to come back here for stuff later, most likely. That I'll be able to carry everything. Yeah, that flamer fuel is really heavy. I do want to make sure stuff does not despawn on me, though, and I want to make sure I've gotten everyone. There's no alliance left. No alliance volunteers left, anyway. Aren't there like some chems or something up here? I feel like there's some stuff up here. Maybe not. Maybe it's just in the base game too. It was a good choice for Nogma to make this place into a base for them, though. That was very smart, because there's already a lot of NPCs here, so it's very easy for him to convert those raiders into alliance, and they're already hostile. Oh god! Wait, can I? Can I dismiss you? Well, I leveled up. Should have hit that level up while I was doing this. Oh well, it's fine. I can't dismiss you though, huh? I need to have the actual perk, don't I? It doesn't look like the mod is actually active here. Alright guys, as promised, we're going to read through the lore on the Outpost 19 terminal here. This first entry is just called Intro. I have to say, the Orpheum Theater is looking a bit worse for wear. Me and the boys moved in last week, only now got this terminal working, so this is to be used for official logs and the sort. We're to keep an eye on the commons, making sure the feds don't make any big moves on the blue and green. So far, no feds, but the ghoul situation is a real issue. More to come. So from this, we know that the Alliance is here to keep an eye out for feds that are trying to maybe make moves on the blue and green lines. Of course, that would be a good area to kind of hole up in, because there are several entrances to the metro nearby, mainly the Vault 114 entrance, Park Street Station entrance as well, and there may be one or two I'm forgetting about also. The next entry is titled Situation on the Blue-Green. Below us is Park Street Station. Sent recon down there yesterday, and just as expected, it's still totally empty. Relatively intact, so a smart choice for future expansion, not to mention the most tantalizing bit of all, the vault. For now though, we don't have the resources to hold it. Just north is Scully. Kennedy holds out against the Federation, but who knows how long that'll last. He's a thug, but our boys in Postal have a ceasefire with him. Jackass won't grant us passage through his line to him, but if that's the price we have to pay for non-aggression, I'll take it. Beyond that is Federation territory. They're quite a ways from here, but Marchand's shown that distance is no hindrance. We've seen them range far above ground to strike at our bases. With our presence here, we may be able to deter them from future attacks. It's interesting that he says Park Street Station is totally empty, because we know that Park Street Station is not totally empty on the top. Now the very bottom part is totally empty, but there are survivors in the top area, and as soon as you attack those survivors in the top area, a whole bunch spawn in the lower area, so I'm not sure how consistent that actually is with Nogrim's own lore, but I guess we'll give it a pass. Of course, he also talks about Scully Station, where Jim Kennedy holds out against the Federation, because the Federation exiled him and the whole station, so they're just kind of their own little station there. It sounds like the Alliance wants to maybe include Jim Kennedy and his station in their alliance, but so far they just want to be independent. It also says that beyond that is a Federation area, but Marchand has shown that distance is no hindrance, and that they've seen them range very far above ground to strike at their bases. And they've also gone all the way to the castle. We know that for sure. Later on, we're going to go over to the castle and get some stuff over there, but the Federation does track down a muty problem over to the castle, and we'll learn more about what happened there once we get there. Next entry is titled Muty Problem. Hell of a lot of degenerates around here, not just in the streets, but lurking in the old houses too. Too many to bother wasting ammo on, honestly. Plus, they're the more docile kind, for the most part. Kind of just run screaming than try to bite your face off. Still disgusting, but less horrifying. I don't know, maybe I've gone soft. Took a crew to root them out, herd them into Park Street. If they make a home down there, it'll be just another problem for the feds to deal with if they come calling. Okay, so this is talking about later on. This one is later on than the last one. This is talking about why there are a bunch of ghouls non-feral ghouls living in Park Street Station. And that's pretty smart. They herd them over to Park Street, and if the feds go over there to try and get through, then the feds will have to fight through them. Next is Fed sighting west. Feds headed west. Looks like Boston Public Library. Didn't engage, but didn't need to. That area is an absolute hive of muty activity, and I mean the mean kind. Those MFs won't last a day. This is quite true, and we'll see how that goes later. If you've played Frost or watched my previous playthroughs, you know what goes down over at Boston Public Library. Now, I'm still trying to find a ghoul mask so I can go and do that area because I don't want to waste all the flamer fuel if I don't have to. If I can, I'll sell that flamer fuel or I'll save it for above ground areas where I can't wear the ghoul mask, like Boston Public Airport, and I'll use the ghoul mask to take out ghouls everywhere that's indoors. The next entry is MCM requesting backup, and by the way, thank you very much to YouTube username Bob Dole, I'm sure you're the real one, for pointing out that MCM stands for Medical Center Metro, which is occupied by the Alliance. I went up to the door of that from the Orange Line, thought about going through, decided against it because there are a lot of heavily armed people in there. It actually leads up into a survivor-occupied area, a bunch of hostile survivors in the DB Tech High School. So again, this is called MCM requesting backup. MCM having trouble with Raider Gang out of DB Tech. Wish I could spare the men, but we have our orders. Goddamn scavers. Sometimes I feel like they're more savage than the feds. Okay, and last one, strange sightings at Hallucinogen. As if to prove my points, Scout sighted some real freaks out by Hallucinogen. Painted up, covered in armor, not a gas mask in sight. I'd use them for target practice, but something tells me there's more to them than meets the eye. Of course, they're talking about the Malden men being out there. Alright, well, I really liked this set of lore here. It's really nice to be able to tie everything in together because we didn't have a whole lot from the Alliance. You do find some journals from Alliance, Dead Alliance down in Postal, but there's a lot going on that wasn't totally explained in previous versions of Frost, like version 0.4 and before, and it was really nice in version 0.55 to get more information about the Alliance and see their side of things. Alright guys, well I just have a little bit left to go through over here. I think I've gotten most of everything. I'm going to do one more sweep to make absolutely sure because I am really OCD like that. I'm not going to force you to watch through it though. I know people like to watch when I loot, but I'm not going to make you watch through my second pass of everything to make absolutely sure I've gotten everything I want from here. But I stored everything over in that weapons workbench. I can come back later and we can get that stuff on a second trip. I'm going to get some of this stuff like cameras and stuff that has screws and crystals and stuff, things I'll use later on for crafting, but that I don't necessarily need right now. But I'm going to get those things, and then we should be able to like stop getting those things for a very long time. And yeah, anyways, I'm going to sort through stuff, figure out what I want to take up, and I'll see you once I've ferried stuff back up to our base. Hi, naked survivor. You are naked. Sorry. Man, he bit the dust hard. Well, these guys, yeah, had some 10mm stuff. What'd you have? Military gas mask, nice. That guy's still bobbing a bit. Kind of sensually, too. It's a bit disturbing, actually. Yeah, this thing's probably worth keeping and selling. I don't have the weight, though. Think we just have to drop this. That's fine. Probably should not be going through... Okay, here's Boston Commons. Wasn't quite sure where I was, but here's Boston Commons. Oh, actually, we're right. This is right by Park Street Station. Well, I mean, I am thirsty. And hungry. Okay, we're hydrated now, and food? I'd like something that restores sanity if possible. Doesn't look like we have anything like that, though, so... Okay, still peckish. Alright, well... Are we actually over-encumbered, really? How did we get over-encumbered? Just from, Alright, fine. I will drop, like, 1 Molotov out here, I guess. Ooh, comics, nice. Am I still over-encumbered? No, I've got slow moving going. Alright, so there's guys in here. I'm pretty dang low on sanity. Now, it's not like it's a huge deal if I lose sanity temporarily, but I will have to kill quite a few people in here if I want to get through. Comex restores sanity, but man, I really don't want to use it right now. I think we're just going to use some mentats. Maybe like 2 of them. And that should be enough to get in here and kill some people, and then there's plenty of alcohol in here for us to restore our sanity afterwards, so we ought to be okay. Actually, if I use an Addictol, I ought to be totally fine, because that will be plenty to restore all my sanity, you know? Unfortunately, these guys are just straight up hostile, and there's not a lot for it.
What?
Time to die.
What was that?
Alright, let's get some booze going here so we don't lose our sanity. Thirsty, yeah, okay, we're thirsty. We'll do some more Nuka Cherry. That's good. Knew I'd have to come down here eventually and go through this area, so not a big deal.
I'll give you that.
There's quite a bit of good stuff in here, though. Does this have anything on it? Any lore? Nope. Kind of surprised that Nagram did not add lore to that, actually. Would have made sense to have a little bit of lore about these survivors there. It would have been kind of cool. Okay, most of the stuff I cannot take with me. But the booze and adhesive I definitely will make an exception for. Getting a bit of FPS loss here as well. I wonder if I'm like coming up on the end of my storage on my hard drive or something.
Yes.
Actually, you know what? I take it back. This area in particular, now that I think about it, this particular area has always been kind of iffy on FPS. So that's probably why we're having some issues. Okay, nothing there. Like I said, there's a bunch of booze in there, though. I think I got 4 or 5 booze there, so... And there's more laying around here. Like that Nuka-Cola counts. That's worth some sanity there. I do feel a bit bad killing these guys because they don't really have anything good. But, you know, it is what it is. They would attack us if we tried to go through here, so... We could go around, of course, but, hey, you know, it's a free world, right? I'm gonna walk where I'm gonna walk, and if you guys don't like it, then I'll just kill you. Nobody stops me. Get some soap here, some more beer here. Yeah, I don't usually have too bad of FPS loss here, but man, this time around it's pretty nasty. So apologies if it's a bit choppy on your end as well, I'm sure it is. Ugh, it's too much, huh? Get that, and get our grenade. Get our bubble gum, because why not? And I think we have to use some whiskey here. Or do we already use the whiskey? Bourbon, maybe? We'll just use both of them. Does it weigh anything? Am I thirsty? No, I'm just hungry. Ugh, I don't want to drop stuff, but looks like I'm gonna have to here. There's nothing I want to drop. Certainly nothing worth that much weight. Maybe if I drop all these bottles, I can come back for them later, I guess. Alright. It's gonna have to do for now. Now, the guys down here are not immediately hostile. So, that's good. I mean, they don't immediately attack you. If you get too close, they'll attack you, but it's not like guaranteed they'll attack you.
Hey, who's there?
Yes, these guys all spawn the second that you kill those guys up there. But like I said, you can walk through here, and as long as you don't get too close, if you can avoid them, then they won't attack you straight up. So we're good. So we're gonna make our way back home, and oh, and I guess we'll see. I did get someone in the comments said that I just needed to get the latest version of the Frost FPS fix mod, and it would fix this problems I had up here with things disappearing. So I guess we'll see. Maybe I had the older version. I thought I had the correct version though, so so far so good though. So maybe they were correct in that I just had the wrong version of that. Yeah, looks like they were correct. I just need to get the right version of it, and now this doesn't disappear anymore. I could have sworn I had the right version, but obviously I was wrong. So thank you to I'm sorry, I've forgotten who that was, but whoever that was that told me to get the newer version of that, thank you. It does appear to have fixed this area, this issue here. So we're almost home here. We're just going to go back through the train here, and then of course we can loop back around up to the left up here, and that'll take us home. I'm going to do a couple of runs probably like this, and bring everything back here. Maybe get some sleep first. I have to go back for my rifle at the very least, but there's some other stuff I'd like to get from there as well, some bottles and stuff. But then we ought to be pretty good to go. Alright, so just go up this way, and this will take us right into downtown, and then we'll be right over at Valenti Station around the corner. I'm not sure if it's actually any faster to go this way, but it is convenient for sure.
Yes.
Because there aren't any, like, really nasty, scary enemies along the way. Ugh, there goes the Gwinnett Pilsner. Is that all of my alcohol? Yep, that's it. And we're going slow. Tell you what, we'll just drop, like, one thing here. Please don't despawn on me, laser rifle. I really, really, really need you. Alright, we're good. That, and do this, and dump off this stuff. And we ought to be good to go. So there's that. Let's go ahead and drop off these for now, as well as those. I'm going to drop off the armor as well here. I'm just going to use my, where the hell did it go? My gas mask, my laughing gas mask. That military gas mask sells for quite a bit. It's pretty nice. So plenty of water. We have a decent amount of food now, I guess. Got a lot of valuables to sell too. We're getting a nice stockpile of stuff up here pretty soon. Once I get some great mentats, we can think about doing some like heavy trading there. So we've got 1,200 flamer fuel total here. That's plenty to do some serious ghoul burning down through the tunnels. Now, I would like to get a ghoul mask still, but there are some ghouls along the way. There's some ghoul meat bags along the way that we can check that might have them. We also got almost 400 7.62 rounds. We're really good on ammo. We're very ammo rich, I guess you'd say at this point. That's all quite good. I'm going to take my 10mm with me and my gas mask and my army fatigues, and that's going to be it. And we're just going to hope we don't run into anybody on the way back. I don't think we will. I think we ought to be fine. Maybe my mining helmet too. Okay, mining helmet. I am still getting a lot of FPS loss here. Not sure what's up with that. I have a dirty army helmet too, which is pretty cool. It has a lot more damage resist on it. I mean, I might use that and then just use the lantern along with it. I mean, this is 3, so that's 6, so that'd be... You know what, it's actually not that much difference. It's only 1 weight difference, so it's probably worth using the army helmet. Probably entirely worth it. And then, yeah, so this actually does have a frontal cone on it, and it seems to go a bit further. It seems to light up a bit further than anything else does, too. It's actually quite good. So, there goes our Sandy. Do we have any more, Nope, we're all out. We are tired, though. I might go ahead and sleep for the night, and then go out in the morning and try to get stuff done. But I'm going to actually close the game here real quick and see if I can figure out what's causing the FPS loss. And then I'll see you in the morning after we sleep. Alright guys, we're back. I went ahead and ran all the way back to Valenti Station, dropped off my stuff, got the rest of my stuff. I'm just in some very, very basic gear right now. I'm not really dressed for combat, just for kind of doing some scouting around here. I think this ghoul is already dead over here. Pretty sure. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's already dead. Let me grab this blood leaf real quick, too. I just basically thought while I'm over here, I might as well go over to the Boylston Club. There's a bunch of alcohol in there. I am mostly full, though, already. Only have a couple pounds left of carry weight. Let me get some more booze going here. Did buy some more booze and food over at, what's her name? Siampa's place. So we've got some food and stuff. And I've realized I'm not that far in the hole as far as, oh, it's Mike Daly, or Mike Daly's journal number 2. I'll keep that. At some point, I will read you, once I have all 3, I'll read you all 3 of them.
Going up.
But, anyway,
Second.
just dressed in some very basic stuff, and I thought I'd make a couple stops over here near the Boston Commons area while I was here. There is this poisoned wine, and I'm pretty sure Nogram still has not fixed this. Actually, it's not fixed in the regular game either. It's supposed to do 100 points of damage to you, but it does not do any damage to you, so instead it's basically just free booze. Quite a lot of it in here, actually. So, always want to stop by here and get your free sanity. As well, I've realized that I'm actually not as far in the hole on sanity as I thought I was. I'm not as bad off as I thought I was, because I have an addiction. I have 2 addictions. One is alcohol and one is, I think, a psycho addiction. So once I use that Addictol and cure both of those, I'll actually be at 67 sanity, which is not bad, really. So we've got the army helmet on and the lantern on here as well. Also wearing a couple pieces of metal armor here that I found. I'll probably drop those at some point, but for now I'm wearing them because why not? I have room. Basically, if I find anything I want to take with me, I will drop them and not wear them. Because like I said, I'm not really outfitted for fighting right now, just for, you know, scavenging stuff. Just wanted to come up here and get the couple of things that are over here. And that might actually be about it. So let's hope that wine doesn't kill me. But like I said, I'm pretty sure it doesn't.
Going down.
And we'll take a look around in the Boston Commons a bit more. Maybe pop a Radex and jump over in the really heavily irradiated area beside Swan's Pond. There's a little shack over there that has some weapons and ammo and stuff in it. You do take a lot of rads, though, going in there, so... Okay, those load screens, geez. I don't know if it was just the... yeah, right over here is that little area I was talking about. Oh, hi, Survivor. I wish my aim was better. Quite surprised they don't know where I am. I can't believe this is taking so much to kill them, though. My God, die already. There are some high-level survivors now in this game, man. And they take a lot of shots. I should have tried some poisoned wine to make sure it actually does the trick here. Am I over-encumbered? No, I'm good. Yeah, you took a lot to kill. Thankfully, you missed with everything. I guess you were kind of armored up, weren't you? But, I mean, still, like, normally they're not anywhere near that tanky. That is a lot of armor, though. I guess, so... But, geez. Alright, I'll probably go ahead and drop this armor I'm wearing because, yeah, it is a bit heavy. Even though that one is pocketed, it still really isn't worth it. Oh, there's another one over here. So we have a torn note over here. What do you have as far as armor goes? Not really worth it. Only way I'll wear armor at this point is if it's like a net gain. Whoops, that's some rads. Is if it's a net gain on armor overall. Where are you guys coming from, dudes? Where the hell are you guys coming from? It's like a random patrol.
Playing games with me, huh? Because you had to play hero, huh?
I don't think so, man. You took shots at me. The hell'd you go, lady? Oh, there's masks over here. Nice. Well, that's cool. Or there's possibly masks over here. There's meat bags, what I meant to say. Well, okay, fine, whatever. Freaking lady. Running away. There's actually a lot of stuff over here. I kind of forgot about this place. There's quite a bit in here. Alright, we can take a look around. I don't remember any mines being in here, but you never can be too careful when looking around areas like this. Another handmade rifle. It's gonna be too heavy, but that's no good. That's worth a bit, so I'll keep it. Another shovel thing, but I don't really need it that badly. This is mine, and this is pretty garbage too. I guess I can put this thing back on. Now I have some ammo for it. I dropped it, all my ammo earlier. Dropped it off. Wasn't planning on shooting anybody out here. Wasn't planning on fighting. I don't really have any armor. It's really not a good idea for me to be fighting out here. It's rather foolhardy, honestly. Pretty stupid, to be honest, of me to be out here fighting, but it is what it is, I guess. Man, I'd really, really like a ghoul mask. Oh, thank God, a ghoul mask. I've been looking for one for so long. Excellent. Excellent. Finally a ghoul mask. You guys know what that means. It means we can power level. Means we can go and kill all the ghouls with 0 consequence. They won't fight back. They'll just let us stab them in the head. That's gonna be awesome. Okay, there's an upper area up here as well. What's interesting, and this might be a little bit of it might be unintended. I'm not sure, but it exists, and this is a permadeath run, and it's extremely hard. So I'm going to use it. Basically, is what I'm saying. But let me try this too. I really hope this doesn't kill me. Actually, no, I'm not going to do it. I'm just going to sell these. Oh, you know what? They're worth a lot, and they're only 1 sanity. So I'm going to go ahead and sell these, and I'll buy like whiskey or something instead. Like I'll sell these. They're worth a lot, but I can sell them. That way I don't risk dying, because I have no idea if that will actually kill me or not. All right. I'm going to get saving, because if I crash and lose my ghoul mask, I will cry. It'll be really, really sad. So yeah, we can go up through here. And this actually connects to the roof of another building as well. It's like a chest up here, I believe, like a nice boss chest. Random nice boss chest. A lot of beds up here as well. For no apparent reason. Yeah, so you can go on the roof over here. Now, if I remember correctly, there are some survivors over here. I don't know if I necessarily want to tangle with them at this time. You know, considering that I don't really have any armor or anything on. Okay, this is actually above... Oh, those are ferals. Alright, do I have any explosives? Might be the best option here. Didn't kill him. At least it crippled him. It's good. Are you gonna come up? You are. That was good timing, man. Gotta say, that was good timing on my part. Alright. He's regenerated to full, but he's crippled, so I think we're okay. Yeah, we're fine. And yeah, this is mass fusion. I thought it looked like it. Like we were next to it. Ben's beautiful thought of the day, 04 and 08. Now, my working theory on these beautiful thought of the days is that Ben must be Nogrim or someone he knows, because I've Googled Ben's beautiful thought of the day, and I have no idea what these are. So I'm gonna go ahead and read these real quick. So 4-8 in journal page. Okay, number 4. Vampires only suck your blood for vitamin D because they can't go out in the sun themselves. That's probably true, Ben. Now, this updated my map. What did it put on my map? Beantown Brewery? Is that what it put on my map? I think I already have Hallucinogen on there. And I know I already had Corvega there, so I'm pretty sure it put Beantown Brewery on there. I don't know if that is because it overwrote another note, or if it's like a clue telling you, hey, go over here, there's a bunch of bottles and booze over here. I don't know. Next one, number 8. I wonder how many people's heartbeats are perfectly in sync right now. On second thought, probably not many. Ben has some interesting thoughts, that's for sure. Alright guys and gals, well, we are pretty far into this episode. We're 50 minutes in. I think we're going to go ahead and end the episode here. If you're enjoying this series, please do like and subscribe. It helps my channel out a ton. I'm going to go back to Valenti's station here and drop stuff off and organize things, probably off screen, because we are quite close by. Mass Fusion, of course, is just like a stone's throw away from our main base. But anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time.